Hello everyone, welcome to Wings of Physics. Myself Deepali Kulkarni Deshmukh from PVP Junior College, Pravara Pattern, Loni. We will continue our PYQ series and the part first of the chapter Units and Measurement that is already uploaded, and we will continue this topic and today's lecture that is part second. Okay, then first MCQ. What is the MCQ? In an experiment, the percentage error occurred in the measurement of a physical quantities A, B, C and D are 1%, 2%, 3%, 4% respectively. Then the maximum percentage error in the measurement of x, where value of x is given by equation a square b raised to 1/2 divided by c raised to 1/3 d raised to cube will be. And option A is 10%, B is 13 by 3%, C is 16% and D is 10%. And that is this MCQ is asked in NEET 2019. Okay. Now what is the method to calculate the percentage error of x? Percentage error of x, that is given by formula dx by x into 100, that is equal to. Now we know that percentage error while dividing and while multiplying, that should be add, and therefore now while measuring the a, that is 2 into dA by a, that is the percentage error, plus now half into dB by b. Okay, plus now power 1/3, that is dc into c, and 3 times dd into d. Then we know that percentage error while measuring a is 1%. Okay, means 2 into 1. Then in case of a b, that is 2%, means half into 2, plus measuring this c, that is 3%, means 1/3 into 3. Okay, plus measuring d, that is 4%, 3 into, that is 4%. Now we will calculate this one. 2 into 1, that is 2. Half into 2, that 2 to that gets cancelled, plus 1 is there. Then this 3 and this 3, that gets cancelled, plus 1 is there, and 4 3s are, that is 12, and therefore total percentage error, that is equal to 2 plus 1 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 12, that is 16%. Understood? And therefore correct option is 16%. This is the correct option. समजलं का बाळांनो? खूप वेळा विचारला जाणारा हा प्रश्न आहे की बघा, ही क्वांटिटी मोजताना पर्सेंटेज एरर किती? गुणाकार करताना किंवा भागाकार करताना पर्सेंटेज एरर नेहमी ॲड होतो आणि ही जी पॉवर आहे ती पुढे मल्टिप्लाय होते. मग आता बघा, कारण आपला हा जो एरर येणार आहे 2 वेळा मोजताना येणार आहे. ए स्क्वेअर म्हणजे ए 2दा मोजायचा आहे, म्हणून तो एरर किती वेळा येणार आहे? 2 वेळा. ही म्हणजे जेवढी पॉवर आहे तितका एरर येणार आहे, म्हणून त्याला सुरुवातीला काय करायचं, त्याने मल्टिप्लाय करायचं आणि मग पर्सेंटेज एरर लिहायचा आणि ही दिलेली पर्सेंटेज एररची किंमत लिहायची आणि न्यूमरिकल सॉल्व करायचं. आता बघा, सेम टाईपचं न्यूमरिकल हे 2013ला पण आलेलं आहे. मग आता ते काय, फक्त क्वांटिटी बदलवली आहे बघा. आता पी बरोबर काय दिलं, तर ए क्यूब बी स्क्वेअर डिवाइडेड बाय सी इंटू डी, आणि पर्सेंटेज एरर पी मोजताना पर्सेंटेज एरर काढायचं आहे आपल्याला. मग आता काय बदल होईल इथे, तर बाकी सगळं सेम दिलंय. ए आता फक्त इथं काय झालंय, ह्या कॅपिटल ए ऐवजी स्मॉल ए, स्मॉल बी, स्मॉल सी आणि स्मॉल डी, बाकी पर्सेंटेज एरर तसंच दिलंय. मग आता इथे काय बदल होईल बघा, डी पी बाय पी, दॅट इज द पर्सेंटेज एरर व्हाईल मेजरिंग दिस पी क्वांटिटी. मग आता इथं आले बघा 3 इंटू डी ए बाय ए स्मॉल, त्याच्यानंतर 2 इंटू डी बी बाय बी. ओके, देन सी, मग इथं फक्त 1 येणार कारण सी ची पॉवर 1 आहे. डी सी इंटू सी आणि डी इथे पण 1 येणार आणि डी डी इंटू डी. ओके. आता बघा याची किंमत टाका 3 इंटू 1. आता इथं 3 इंटू 1, 2 इंटू 2, बीचा 2 आहे, प्लस 1 इंटू सीचा 3 आहे आणि 1 इंटू डीचा इथे परत 4 आहे. आता टोटल करू आपण. 3 इंटू 1 3 प्लस 2 2 जा 4 प्लस 3 1 जा 3 प्लस 4. टोटल किती झाले बघा. 3 प्लस 4 7, 7 प्लस 3 10 and 10 plus 4 that is 14%. And therefore correct option is 14%. Understood? किती सोपं आहे समजलं का बघा. फक्त ज्याचा एरर काढायचं ते घ्यायचं, एवढं करायची काहीच गरज नाही. डायरेक्ट पॉवर घ्यायची आणि त्याला जो एरर दिलेला आहे त्याने मल्टिप्लाय करायचा. समजलं? पॉवर इंटू दिलेल्या एरर आणि टोटल या पद्धतीने कॅल्क्युलेशन करायचं. समजलं का? ओके. नेक्स्ट. आता बघा हाही टाईप खूप महत्त्वाचा आहे. आपण न्यूमरिकल वाचू आणि इथे सॉल्व करू. आता बघा ए स्टुडंट मेजर्ड द डायमीटर ऑफ ए स्मॉल स्टील बॉल. बघा छोट्या स्टील बॉलची डायमीटर मोजायची आहे. कशाने? बाय युजिंग स्क्रू गेज ऑफ लिस्ट काउंट. त्याचा लिस्ट काउंट किती दिलाय तुम्हाला? आता लिस्ट काउंट ऑफ दॅट स्क्रू गेज. List count that is equal to 0.001 सेंटीमीटर. हा लिस्ट काउंट दिला. आता बघा दी मेन स्केल रीडिंग इज 5 मिलीमीटर. मेन स्केल रीडिंग that is 5 millimeter. Okay. Now and 0 of circular scale division coincides with 25 division. Means circular scale division that is equal to 25 division. Above the reference level, if the screw gauge has a 0 error, it is having 0 error, and that 0 error that is equal to minus 0.004 centimeter. Then the correct diameter of the ball is, means we have to calculate total reading. We know the formula for total reading of this micrometer screw gauge, that is equal to main scale reading plus circular list count into circular scale division minus 0 error. Okay, this is the formula. Now observe the reading. This is in centimeter, then this is also in centimeter. So we have to convert this 5 millimeter into centimeter, and we know that 1 millimeter that is equal to 0.1 centimeter, and therefore this becomes 0.5 centimeter. Understood? And now substitute main scale reading that is 0.5 centimeter plus list count is 0.001. Circular scale division is 25 minus, now this 0 error is minus 0.004 centimeter. All things are, this is in centimeter now, this is in centimeter. Now we will solve this one. Then 0.5 plus 0.025 minus minus become plus, that is 0.004. And if we add this one, we will get 0.529 centimeter. And this is the diameter of this small sphere. We are small steel ball. We have to measure diameter of this steel ball. And this is the correct answer. Now see which option is correct. Then D option, that is 0.0529 centimeter. This is the correct option. Understood? And this MCQ was asked in NEET 2018. Okay. Now next. Next. This type is very important. A physical quantity of the dimensions of length are that can be formed out of C, G and E square by 4 pi epsilon naught each. आता इथे C काय आहे? व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ लाईट. G काय आहे? युनिव्हर्सल ग्रॅव्हिटेशनल कॉन्स्टंट. आणि E हा काय आहे? चार्ज आहे. मग आता ह्या सगळ्यांचे डायमेन्शन बरोबर कशाचे डायमेन्शन दाखवायचे? लेंथचे डायमेन्शन. आणि यातला कोणता ऑप्शन करेक्ट आहे हे आपल्याला शोधायचं. मग आता सोल्युशन बघा. लेंथचे डायमेन्शन काय आहे? तर L⁻⁴ that is the dimension of length. Now consider the dimension of this C that is equal to that is having power P. Okay. Then dimension of this G that is having dimension Q. That is having power Q. And now dimension of this quantity E square divided by 4 pi epsilon naught that is having dimension having power R. Now first find out the dimension of this C, then dimension of this G and dimension of this one. Now for that purpose, C is velocity of light and therefore dimension of C that is equal to then dimension of velocity that is the L by T, and that is nothing but L⁻⁴ T⁻⁻⁴. That is the dimension of C. We know that gravitational constant G that is having dimension m⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻⁻ find out the dimension of this quantity, we know that the force, electrostatic force, that is given by formula 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught E square divided by R square. E is the charge and R is the distance between these two charge. Okay. Now, the value of this E square by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is nothing but the F into R square, and dimension of this Fr square, that is equal to, now dimension of force, that is ma, mass into acceleration, T raised to minus 2, and dimension of this distance, that is L raised to 2, and total dimension of this, that is equal to Fr square, that is equal to m raised to 1, L raised to 3, T raised to minus 2. Now substitute the dimension. Now dimension of this C, that is L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1 raised to P. Then dimension of this G, m raised to minus 1, L raised to 3, T raised to minus 2 raised to Q. And this one, this quantity is having dimension m raised to 1, L raised to 3 and T raised to minus 2. And this is L raised to 1. Now apply the principle of homogeneity of the dimensions. Then it becomes, now L raised to P plus 3Q plus 3R plus 3R. Okay. Now m raised to power of m, that is minus q and plus r. Okay. Then the dimension of t, minus p minus 2q minus 2r. Okay. And here L raised to 1. Now equating both the sides, we can write first equation p plus 3q plus 3r, that is equal to 1. This is equation number 1. Now second equation, minus q plus r that is equal to 0 because m is absent here, and we can write the dimension of length in this manner also. Okay, L raised to 1, m raised to 0, t raised to 0. Okay, now that is equal to comparing these two powers, that is 0. Then the dimension of minus p minus 2q minus 2r that is equal to 0. This is equation number 2 and this is equation number 3. Now these three equations and three variables are there. Now we have to solve this one. Now from this equation 2 we can write q that is equal to r. I write here q that is equal to r. Okay. Now add the equation by adding the equation 1 and 2. If we add equation 1 and 2, add equation 1 and 2. Okay, then we will get q, this p minus p that is equal to 0 plus 3q minus 2q, it becomes q, and 3r minus 2r, it becomes r, and that is equal to 1 plus 0 that is equal to 1. And if we substitute this q that is equal to r, it becomes 2r that is equal to 1, and therefore r that is equal to 1/2. Understood? This is the value of r that is equal to 1/2. And if q that is equal to r, at that time the q that is also equal to 1/2. Okay. Now if we substitute value of r that is equal to 1/2 and value of q that is equal to 1/2, we will get the value of this p. Now the p plus 3 into 1/2 plus 3 into 1/2 that is equal to 1. Now this is nothing but 3/2 plus 3/2, it becomes 3, means it is 1.5, 1.5. Then p plus 3 that is equal to 1. P plus 3 that is equal to 1. Therefore, p that is equal to 1 minus 3 that is equal to minus 2. Okay. Now substitute the value of this p that is equal to value of this p that is equal to minus 2. Minus 2. Then value of q that is equal to 1/2. And value of this r that is equal to 1/2. And therefore we can write the c raised to minus 2 that is nothing but 1 by c square. Where is 1 by c square? In this option 1 by c square is there, and in this option 1 by c square is there. Means this option is wrong, this option is also wrong because c square is there. Means out of these two we have to select any one. Now g into 1/2 means g into e square by 4 pi epsilon naught, that is equal to 1/2, and in this case g is divided by, and therefore this option is also wrong, and correct option is option D. And in this manner we can solve this type of numericals. कळलं का बाळांनो काय काय करायचं? तर आता मी परत एकदा एक्सप्लेन करते. हा टाइप खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहे. इथे फक्त क्वांटिटी बदलतील, मेथड सेम राहील. मग आता काय दिलं बघा तुम्हाला, ए फिजिकल क्वांटिटी ऑफ डायमेन्शन ऑफ लेंथ, म्हणजे ही लेंथची डायमेन्शन बरोबर काय आहे, दॅट कॅन बी फॉर्म आउट सी जी अँड ई स्क्वेअर बाय 4 पाय एप्सिलॉन नॉट इज, म्हणजे ही ह्या तिन्ही क्वांटिटींच्या बरोबर आहे. आणि मग आपल्याला त्यांच्यामधलं करेक्ट रिलेशन शोधायचं. म्हणून आपण ह्या सगळ्यांचे इथं लेंथचे डायमेन्शन लिहायचे, आणि इथं कोणत्या चले आता तुम्ही इथे सी ची पॉवर पी माना, नंतर जी ची पॉवर क्यू माना, आणि ह्या क्वांटिटीची पॉवर आर माना. आलं लक्षात? आणि मग प्रत्येकाचे डायमेन्शन शोधून काढा. मग ते डायमेन्शन तिथं पुट करा आणि मग असे इक्वेशन तयार करा, आणि त्या इक्वेशनवरून व्हॅल्यू शोधा, त्या व्हॅल्यू इथे घाला, आणि मग त्याच्यामधलं रिलेशन ऑब्टेन करा. तुम्हाला ते करेक्ट रिलेशन मिळेल. हा नीट 2017ला विचारला गेलेला MCQ आहे. समजला का? नेक्स्ट, Planck's constant h, speed of light in vacuum c, and Newton's gravitational constant g are three fundamental constants. Which of the following combinations of these has the dimensions of length? Again same type. Now solution. NEET second 2016. Okay. Now dimension of length, that is m raised to 0, L raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to 0. That is the dimension of length, and that is equal to dimension of Planck's constant h, h raised to p, then the speed of light in vacuum, c raised to q, and the gravitational constant g raised to r. Again apply the principle of homogeneity of the dimension. First find out dimension of this Planck's constant. We know that E that is equal to h mu. Therefore, h that is equal to E divided by mu. Then dimension of E that is nothing but energy, and that is m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 2 divided by frequency. We know that frequency that is nothing but reciprocal of periodic time, and therefore dimension of frequency that is T raised to minus 1. Okay, and the total dimension of this this Planck's constant h, that is equal to m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 1. Okay, then velocity of light c, that is having dimension L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1, and gravitational constant g, that is m raised to minus 1, L raised to 3, T raised to minus 2. Okay, and now substitute the value, and h, dimension of h, m raised to 1, L raised to 2, T raised to minus 1 raised to p. Then dimension of c, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1 raised to q, and dimension of g, that is m raised to minus 1, L raised to 3, and T raised to minus 2 raised to r. Okay, now solve it. Therefore, m raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to 0, that is equal to, then m raised to this p, then minus r. Okay, then L raised to this 2p, then plus q, then plus 3r. Okay, then T raised to minus p, minus q, and minus 2r. Okay, then now write down three equations. Then p minus r बरोबर 0, equating these two, and therefore p that is equal to r. Okay, then twice p plus q plus 3r, that is equal to 1, because L raised to 1 is there. And second equation, minus p, this is equation number 1. Okay, this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2, then minus p minus q minus 2r, that is equal to 0, and this is equation number 3. Adding these two equations, we can write, by addition of these two, we can write p, now this plus q minus q that gets cancelled, plus r, that is equal to 1. We know that p that is equal to r, and therefore if we substitute p that is equal to r, it becomes 2r that is equal to 1, and therefore r that is equal to 1/2. And if p that is equal to r, it becomes 1/2, means value of p and value of r, that is equal to 1/2. Now substitute the value of p and r, that is equal to 1/2 in this equation number 2. Then twice p, then twice into 1/2, then plus q, okay, and plus 3r means 3 into 1/2, that is equal to 1. Now solve it. Okay. If we will solve, this is 2 cancel, 1 plus q plus 3/2. Okay. That is equal to 1. And therefore q that is equal to, now we transfer this one, that is -1 minus 3/2. Then LCM is 2. Then it becomes 2 minus 2 minus 3. Means plus 2 minus 2 that gets cancelled and it becomes minus 3/2. Means value of q that is equal to 3/2. Value of q that is equal to minus 3/2. And if we substitute p that is equal to the 1/2, this is the 1/2, then r that is equal to 1/2 and q that is equal to minus 3/2. Means that is nothing but the 1/2 means h and g, that is 1/2, that is nothing but square root of h into g, and minus 3/2 it becomes 1/c into 3/2, and therefore correct option is option A. In this manner we can solve this MCQ. Okay. Next, if dimensions of critical velocity Vc of a liquid flowing through a tube are expressed as eta raised to x, rho raised to y and r raised to z, where eta is coefficient of viscosity of liquid, rho is density of the liquid and r is radius of the tube, then value of x, y and z are given by. Similar manner we can solve it. The dimension of critical velocity that is Vc and that is having dimension eta raised to x, then rho raised to y and r raised to z. Okay. Now dimension of velocity, that is m raised to 0, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 1, that is equal to coefficient of viscosity m raised to 1, l raised to minus 1, t raised to minus 1 raised to x. Density, mass upon volume, means m raised to 1 and volume l raised to minus 3 raised to y, and r that is radius, means l raised to 1 and raised to z. Okay. Now it becomes the m raised to 1 minute coefficient of viscosity that is having dimension m raised to 1 is here. Okay. Then m raised to x, then minus y, then l raised to minus x minus 3y plus z and t raised to minus x. Okay. Now comparing on both sides, m raised to 0, l raised to 1, t raised to minus 1. Then first equation, x plus y that is equal to 0. Therefore, x that is equal to minus y. Second equation, minus x, x that is equal to minus y. Minus x minus 3y plus z that is equal to 1. And minus x that is equal to minus 1. Therefore, x that is equal to 1. Now, x that is equal to 1 and x that is equal to minus y. Therefore, the y that is equal to minus 1. Okay. Now, substitute x that is equal to 1 and y that is equal to 1 in this equation. Suppose this is equation number 1. Then x that is equal to minus 1, minus 3, minus 1, plus z that is equal to 1. Therefore, 1 plus 3 plus z that is equal to 1. Minus 1. Then it becomes plus 2. 2 plus z that is equal to 1, and therefore z that is equal to 1 minus 2 that is equal to minus 1. Okay. Then what is the option? X that is equal to 1, y that is equal to minus 1, and z that is equal to minus 1. Then which option is correct? X raised to 1, y raised to minus. C option is correct option. Understood? Okay. Now similar manner, we have to solve this one. Shall I rub this? Okay. Now we will solve this one here. If force F, now this was asked in 2015, okay, and this was asked in 2014, okay. If force F, velocity V and time T are taken as fundamental units, then dimension of mass are. Now here mass is, then mass that is equal to, okay. Mass m raised to 1, L raised to 0, T raised to 0, that is the dimension of mass. Then force F, F raised to x, then V, velocity, V raised to y, and time T, T raised to z. Okay. Now write down dimension of F, m raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2 raised to x, velocity L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1 raised to y, and time T raised to z. Now write down here m raised to x, L raised to x plus y, and T raised to minus 2x minus y plus z. Okay. Now comparing on both sides, m raised to 1, L raised to 0, T raised to 0. Now comparing these two, x that is equal to 1. Okay. Then the x plus y that is equal to 0, x that is equal to 1 plus y that is equal to 0. Therefore, y that is equal to minus 1. Okay. And then third equation, minus 2x minus y plus z that is equal to 0. Therefore, x that is equal to 1 minus 2 into 1 minus y that is equal to minus 1 plus z that is equal to 0 minus 2 plus 1 plus z that is equal to 0 minus 1 plus z that is equal to 0, and therefore z that is equal to 1. Means f raised to x means 1, f raised to 1, then v raised to minus 1 and t raised to 1. That is the correct option. And which option is correct? F raised to 1, v raised to minus 1 and t raised to 1. D is the correct option. Okay. D is the correct option. Understood? कळलं का बायांनो? कसे डायमेन्शन घ्यायचे आणि कसं प्रिन्सिपल ऑफ होमोजिनिटी ऑफ डायमेन्शन वापरायचं आणि सॉल्व करायचं. Next, the damping force on an oscillator is directly proportional to velocity. Damping force that is directly proportional to velocity. The units of the constant of proportionality r. Now to remove this proportionality sign, we have to put constant, and that constant is called as k, and we have to find out the unit of this constant of proportionality, and therefore k that is equal to the f by v. Now what is the unit of f? F that is nothing but mass into acceleration. Force that is equal to mass into acceleration. Unit of mass that is kilogram, and acceleration that is meter per second square, and this velocity v that is having unit meter per second. Now this meter that gets cancelled, and s square and this s that gets cancelled, and unit of k that is equal to kilogram per second, and kilogram per second that is nothing but kilogram into second raised to inverse, and therefore correct option is option C. बघा सगळेच काही अवघड असतात असं काही नाही, सोपे पण असतात, त्याला थोडंसं लॉजिक लावायचं असतं. आता बघा दी डायमेन्शन ऑफ पुढचा, आता हा कुठ कधी आला होता? 2012ला आला होता. आता पुढचा बघा हा दोनदा रिपीट झालाय. AIPMT मेन्स जी होती ना, तर 2011ला पण आलता, 2012ला पण आलता. काय बघा, दी डायमेन्शन्स ऑफ μ0 epsilon नॉट रेज टू 1/2 r. आता बघा μ0 epsilon naught raised to -1/2, that is nothing but 1 by μ0 epsilon naught raised to 1/2, आणि raised to 1/2 म्हणजेच काय लिहितो आपण? स्क्वेअर रूट ऑफ μ0 epsilon naught. आणि ही कशाची व्हॅल्यू असते? तर इलेक्ट्रोमॅग्नेटिक वेव्हजमध्ये आपण शिकलो व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ ए लाईट इन ए व्हॅक्यूम दॅट इज गिव्हन बाय दिस फॉर्म्युला. आणि मग व्हेलॉसिटीचे डायमेन्शन काय असतात? तर व्हेलॉसिटीचे डायमेन्शन असतात l⁻⁴ आणि t⁻⁻⁻⁴. मग बघा बरं कुठे आहे l⁻⁴ आणि t⁻⁻⁻⁴? तर ऑप्शन सी आहे. म्हणजे हे सगळे डायमेन्शन टाकून त्याचं 1/2 असं करत बसायचं नाही, तर हा असा फॉर्म्युला आहे, हे लॉजिक लावायचं आणि एवढं सोपं उत्तर आहे त्याचं. आता पुढचं बघा, द डायमेन्शन्स ऑफ हाफ epsilon naught e square, where epsilon naught is permittivity of free space and E is electric field is. आता याचे डायमेन्शन शोधायचे, पण आता हा कशाचा फॉर्म्युला असतो? तर एनर्जी डेन्सिटीचा फॉर्म्युला असतो. म्हणजे इथं पण epsilon naught चे डायमेन्शन टाकायचे नाही, ई चे डायमेन्शन टाकायचे नाही, त्याचा स्क्वेअर करायचा नाही. तर आपण याचा आन्सर वरती बघू इथं कसं करायचं. मग आता बघा, तर इथं एनर्जी डेन्सिटी, एनर्जी हाफ epsilon naught e square that is equal to energy density म्हणजेच काय? तर एनर्जी पर युनिट व्हॉल्यूम, एनर्जी पर युनिट व्हॉल्यूम. मग आता एनर्जीचे डायमेन्शन काय असतात? एनर्जी दॅट इज नथिंग बट वर्क डन, अँड वर्क डन दॅट इज इक्वल टू F × S. आणि एनर्जीचे डायमेन्शन m⁻⁴, l⁻², t⁻⁻². आणि व्हॉल्यूमचे डायमेन्शन तर l⁻3. आता टोटल डायमेन्शन काय झाले? that is equal to m⁻⁴, l⁻⁻⁻⁴, t⁻⁻². बघा बरं कुठे आले ते डायमेन्शन? तर आता हे डायमेन्शन कुठे आले? तर हे m⁻⁴, l⁻⁻⁻⁴, t⁻⁻² म्हणजे बी ऑप्शन आला बघा इथं. हा बी ऑप्शन हा 2010ला विचारलेला आहे. तर या पद्धतीने ह्या लेक्चरमध्ये आपण 2019 पासून, म्हणजे 2019चा एक शिल्लक राहिला होता पहिल्या पार्टमधला तो, आणि 2010 पर्यंतचे तर हे सगळे MCQ ह्या चॅप्टरवरचे कव्हर केलेले आहे. याने तुम्हाला आयडिया येणार आहे बघा, या व्हिडिओने आयडिया येणार आहे की युनिट्स आणि मेजरमेंट म्हणजे 4 प्रश्न ह्या 2022च्या क्वेश्चन पेपरमध्ये विचारले, आणि म्हणून त्याला कशा कशा पद्धतीने तुम्हाला प्रश्न विचारले जाऊ शकतात. तुम्ही जर बेसिक डायमेन्शन सगळे चांगले केले तर कशाही पद्धतीचा प्रॉब्लेम आला तर तो तुम्हाला इझिली सोडवता यावा म्हणून मी हे व्हिडिओ बनवलेले आहे. याचा अजून एक पार्ट बनवला जाणार आहे की जेणेकरून सगळा चॅप्टर तुमचा कव्हर होईल. आलं लक्षात? तर या पद्धतीने जर तुम्हाला व्हिडिओ आवडला असेल तर जरूर लाईक करा, कमेंट करा, तुमच्या मित्रमैत्रिणींना शेअर करा, बेल आयकॉन प्रेस करा जेणेकरून तुम्हाला पुढच्या व्हिडिओचे नोटिफिकेशन्स येत जातील. चॅनलला सबस्क्राईब करा. ऑल दी बेस्ट फॉर युअर स्टडी. ओके, अँड थँक यू फॉर वॉचिंग दिस होल व्हिडिओ.